Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the DBD stream playlist going for some chill tunes. Let's talk with everyone here first. Never mind. It froze. Oh, never mind. Some accessories to choose from. Which one has your eye? The princess bow. Here you go, Kyle. Thank you, Lord Harmonia. Shall treat this with the utmost respect and care. Thanks, Kyle. Give everything to me. I can feel my magic energy pulsing through my veins. So I'm gonna move my microphone a little bit closer, I think. Gain a surge of magic and luck. We're going to the lottery shop. A little bit of lag here. Dusk Lottery. I would love to play it. What kind of thing? Whoa, a silver thing. Cool. Whoa, it's a little bit fast. Looks like something I could use. What are you going to use the wheat for? Are you going to make bread, Silas? So I guess I can go here and speed this up. Do I really need to do this every time? Or do I just want to acknowledge that I'm probably just going to do, the friggin' Cheaty Peach stuff for the materials, considering I can't exactly go to other kingdoms and grab the stuff anymore? You know, since that's not really possible anymore, or it is possible very rarely sometimes, and it's weird. I don't know. I don't know. This might not be worth doing every time. Just getting the materials this other way. Noes. You failed me, Odin. How could you? I forfeited my ruby! No! How could this happen? Sweet, a frying pan. I'll turn my frying pan into a drying pan. Alright, Lilith's Temple. Let us give food. My cabbages! Also, yesterday when I was streaming some... I almost said Super Mario RPG, but no, last night was the Scarlet and Violet DLC. I tried out something a little bit different, because, like, for a use of the secondary cam here on layouts like that where there's space to be doing so, where I thought about trying out a 3D printing cam for something different, for a different use of the camera, I guess, now, and something that might be interesting. So I was thinking about doing that for this stream, and because we might just be here in Reading Simulator for a little while, I might start a print. I was thinking about printing one of these dragons I've been printing for a couple people recently. Is what I might do. And so we'll try it out for a couple streams, see what people think, and then decide if it's sticking around or if we're just not gonna have a secondary cam, like, at all anymore. Or what's going on here. And because it's gonna be Reading Simulator for a good while, we may as well have stuff going. If you hear some slight fans in the background for my 3D printer, well then, this sucks to suck, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna try it out. I suppose. Let's become a better friend with Nyx here. Is what we'll do. Just recently wrapped up the game project, that text adventure game that I was developing in this one class where our game was called Nyx, but N-I-X, not N-Y-X. And for no reasons related to this game or anything. Alright, back down to regular speed. Let's see here. Let's become first up to B friends with Leo here. That was my experimental. Let's see if the save data editor works for that. Oh, yeah. Now the printer's just heating up at the moment. Leo, finish the assignment you gave me on battle tactics. Ah, excellent. Hand it over. I'll take a look. So, what do you think? This is rubbish. You positioned your units this way, then I'll be massacred. No way. You're focusing too much on the enemies right in front of you. Rookie mistake. Do that, and you open the door for them to overtake you from behind. I'd think that I played enough Fire Emblem to not be caught off guard by something like that. In this situation, try using a small, select group of soldiers to scout ahead. Guide them through here while keeping close watch on their formation. If you successfully reposition them like so, see how your battle options increase. You could even sneak around here and take out their commander with ease. Wow, that's amazing. You're so clever, Leo. Not really. This is the most basic of the basics. Honestly, it's a miracle you've survived this long. Yeah, I know. I certainly couldn't have made it so far alone. What's wrong, Leo? Monia, you know how, on the battlefield, we all look out for you. Why do you think that is? Probably because I'm so new to all this. Precisely. I'm glad you realize as much on your own. That's why Xander and Camilla have always paid more attention to you. Oh, Leo, I wouldn't say... No, it's fine. Strong are always alone because no one thinks they need any help. It's not true at all. There have been many times when I wished that I had someone at my side. Someone to help guide me through tough situations. But I'm no longer a child. I can't get away with saying such selfish things. All I'm trying to say is that you should enjoy where you are in the growth process. Leo, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault you feel so hurt, isn't it? The others have always doted on me so. You're so talented, Leo. We're all so very impressed by you. We hold you up on a pedestal of sorts, but I can see how that might be lonely. But you should know that I would trade minds with you in a moment if I could. I'm trying so hard, but I feel like I'm quite good at, but I never feel like I'm quite good enough to lead us. Forgive me, brother. I said too much. We are family, first and foremost. All that matters is we have each other's backs. Forgive my moment of weakness. It's okay, Leo. I know I'm not as strong or wise as I should be. But that's why I need your help. I hope you will consent to keep tutoring me. Of course, Harmonia. It would be my great honor. Leo achieved support level B. Alright. So now I better save here. And the slot is that slot. Yeah, that's the slot that I have selected here. So now, restart. And let's open this editor thingamabob here. And figure out what it is I need to do. So let's see here. Is it not restarting? Oh, it is. It's just slow going here. So yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit of this. So let's see here. So my unit didn't need any supports right now, so I don't need to worry about that. Azura was working up with Leo. So let's see here. It keeps opening on this other monitor for some reason. So Leo, you're at C. So I'm fairly certain B conversation means to, you know, be at the ready there for the B conversation. Let me just double check that real quick and make sure that that means that we're not at B and we have the next conversation available, right? Hold on. Just for science here real quick. What? Did another day refresh? Did it not save the stuff that I did here before? Oh, weird. But it does have that available. Oh, probably because I had the save data loaded in the thingamabob from before I saved it just now, and so it's saved. Oh, yeah, I see what happened. I getcha. All right. That'll minimize shortly, I guess. Here, let's do the thingamabob here, and yeah. So you're working at that, and you want A+ with Elise. That's the case. I hate how it keeps opening on this other window for some reason. Max all supports. No, that's not what we're doing. Where are you at with Elise? Where is Elise? Am I blind? Oh, and we're already at A. Alright, sweet. Hello there, General Kenobi. We're GDPing for supports and the parent skills and stuff. Because I do not want to grind. And I'll play completely legitimately with the kid units, but for the adults, screw it, I'm doing this because I do not have the time. Just woke up. Well, welcome to me being a cheaty Pete here. Stuff. Jacob, what did he want to work towards? He wanted to work towards S with Nyx. His A+ does not matter. It keeps opening on this other window, which is super annoying. So where was Nyx at? Right there. So we can select B conversation. Yeah, it's just condensing the grind. So we spent the past hour and a half going over my full spreadsheet here to show how all of this I'm going to get is legitimately obtainable. And now we're just gonna illegitimately obtain it. Is what's going on here. But if anyone wants to follow along with what I'm doing at home, wants to kind of follow along with some of my builds, and doesn't want to cheat, you can absolutely do this without cheating. I don't have the time for things, and I'm making it faster. Alright, so there's that. Kyle here. He, trait flags. Don't know what that means. Also, apparently you can change, like, the hair color of anyone in this, which is kind of interesting. Pretty neat. So, yeah, credit to FEF Twiddler here. So, yeah, Selena. Is that C conversation with Sakura? Was that from the, before the branch of fate there, I guess? Interesting. So, let's see here. So, Selena, we can have a conversation. And then, yeah, with Xander that I have now. Who, where is that goofy goober? There he is. Here's the goofy goober, yeah. There we go. Silas, where's Silas at? Silas was right here. Keeps opening on this other window. Silas wants to build up support with Camilla. Oh, he's already at S. Nice. And Kyle. Where's Kyle at? Kyle's there, so we can do B conversation. Nice. But yeah, also congrats on getting into the Skull and Bones beta. Thank you. I worked really hard at working towards it. I'm really glad that my achievements are being acknowledged. It was a long time coming. I'm glad I have my family support along the way. It's great. There's even a train challenge, everyone challenge of CQ going on right now, where the guy gets every character an S and A plus support and gets them to at least level 25 on promoted level plus promoted level. That sounds like something that I would have done back when. Or it sounds like something I would have even done during my Birthright playthrough if I had some more time. But nowadays, I'm just this old grump that's just like, I don't have the time to do this. I'm a busy adult with shit to do. So we're condensing it a little bit. Felicia, you want Odin here. And not only is it opening on this other monitor, but it's opening like more and more to the right each time, it looks like. So Odin, you're already at S, and then Perry. I think this is Firewatch music, right? Yeah, that's Firewatch music. That's what this is. Alright, so Perry, B, conversation. Mozu. Am I blind? There we go. Supports. Mozu supports. Mozu wants to be with Niles, so we can have a conversation here. And then Effie, you want to be friend? I guess you already are, because Effie's already, yeah. Cool. All right, and then over to our Nor characters, doing without DLC. Oh, that sounds like a pain. I'd rather play nowadays. There was a time in the early days of content creation where I was super content just playing the same games I loved over and over and over again. But nowadays, it's like I'd rather handle these games faster, and then that time that I would have otherwise taken for more time of that game, I can instead spend that chunk spending time in another game that I've never played before. And that's another reason why I'm doing this. It's just because, whoops, I already did Mozu. Just because I want more time to play other games on this channel. I don't want to be stuck on one game for 3,000 years. I'm already gonna be stuck on Fates for like 3 years here. Let's see here. Oh, because at first I was like, when did I set this? I set it on Kyle's thingamabob. So there's that, and then Charlotte. So we can do a conversation here. Sweet. Leo. What are things at with you, Leo? So there was a 0 that I already set there. And then Odin. Odin. C conversation. This is going to take a while. This is going to be several hours still. But it's still going to be so much faster. Laszlo. Where are you at? But it's still going to be a very slow going process. So Baruka. Okay, so we can have S conversation queued up. Sweet. And then Xander. There we go. C conversation. Sweet. Alright, Odin now. Who is right there. But yeah, what is the next Fire Emblem game after the Fates routes? If you would have asked me this a year ago, I'd probably say the next route of 3 Hopes. But part of me just kind of doesn't want to do it and forget about it. I actually kind of like 3 Hopes. It's just I'm so done with Fodlan that even despite liking 3 Hopes, I don't know if I can bring myself back into it. Especially considering how long it is. It's not like the original Fire Emblem Warriors. It's just like, oh yeah, brief little playthrough of just, you know, the little story missions back to back to back. I know that it would be another long haul thing if I did another route of 3 Hopes. Maybe I will one day, maybe not. If it's not, then the next thing is probably going to be Binding Blade, and we'll see what happens to the story of Roy after the events of Blazing Blade. You know, that's why I figure it makes the most sense. So let's see here. Felicia, that I would have already, yeah, that's already done there, and then Laszlo. Yeah, that's why I figure it makes the most sense. If I have the time and motivation, 3 Hopes, and then Binding Blade, otherwise Binding Blade is the case. Since we just did Blazing Blade recently. Okay, I forgot what I was looking for a hot second there. Laszlo, so you're at C, so let's do B conversation. Thank goodness for this tool, by the way. My goodness gracious. And then Niles. Niles is there. Let's see here. Hopefully no spin-offs are announced. Yeah, here comes another spin-off around the corner for this year. Fire Emblem Warriors, engage. Just wait. Alright, so Mozu. Yeah, alright, have that set there. And then Arthur, huh? My throat is gonna hurt so much after this stream with all the talking. I feel like. Alright, and then Arthur, what does he want? What do you want? I'm pretty sure you alright S'd with Elise. Is the case? Yeah, you did. And you want to be friends with Benny, even though Benny's not gonna be friends with you. Here we go. See conversation. I guess I could make Benny friends with you just because he doesn't have anything anyway. So it literally doesn't matter. And then Benny wants to get closer to Perry. Yeah, so let's go B conversation. And then finally Keaton here supports. Oh, I guess I will go through them as well just to see like their A pluses that they want, even if all the S's would have already been set on this side of things. So Knight, Effie. Yeah, you don't have any friendships yet, do you? And then Laszlo. I could just skip all this just by setting the supports to what they should be, but I don't want to skip the actual conversations. I do still want to see them, so that is going to make this process a little bit more time consuming, you know? But that's the way it's going to have to be. All right. So then let's see here. So did I already set the thingamabobs for these guys here? Like with Perry? I think I did, right? Yeah, I did. So I can just go over to the Nor female units. That's what I can do. So let's see here. Camilla. Supports. Honestly, I would love Fire Emblem Warriors 3 to be about engage, but like, want you to not delay your plans any further. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever getting through all my Fire Emblem plans. Next semester is going to be really, really crazy for me, which is why I'm doing this, because I know that I won't have the time to beat Fire Emblem Fates Conquest if I don't do crap like this. So I'm already good with the S support stuff that I would have already figured out on the male side, so it's just the A pluses. So Selena here. So I would love to get through all the Fire Emblem games, but I don't think that's ever happening. So I'll just get through as much as I can, honestly. So yeah, we'll see here. Benny's friendship options are kind of sad. You can use the building to read back supports, I guess. Oh, that is a good point. But I'm not gonna forget, like, who was at what level of support, unfortunately. I wish I had, like, photo memory and I could just memorize that. I could write it down. I don't know. Alright, you're already at that. Let's see here. Then Perry. I'd only have to do this a few times, right? That's not that big a deal. I don't know. Let's see here. So, Selena. B conversation. Baruka, what do you want? What do you want? I don't know what you want. With Camilla, huh? Let's see here. Bam. And it's Dark Mage rather than Wyvern Rider because they both share the primary class of Wyvern Rider, so it becomes a secondary class instead. Is how that works. Selena and Perry. Did I already set this here? I forget. Whoops! Dang it! Did I screw that up? By scrolling through some things? Okay, oh gosh dang it. No. No, we were at, for sure, B conversation there. This is Perry, right? Perry does not care about this, so I'm not doing that. Were you at B with Benny already? Or was that one for me scrolling by accident? Oh god. I really hope I didn't royally mess everything up. Alright, set that. I have to be careful not to scroll through the things. Holy crap. So that was, yeah, Selena with Perry there. Effie with Mozu. I know that that's already done. Nyx and Charlotte. Okay, maybe I'll just use the actual scroll thing here. From now on. Alright, they're already at that. They want to support each other. Okay. So save file. This has probably just been playing in the background here. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. Do we have a bazillion supports at the ready? Yep. We do. Maybe I'll do this again now. Yeah, here. Take the princess bow. Take it. I'll get a thing. What you're making, also customized character. Wasn't that big sads? Oh, for the skull and bones thing, Bob? What you mean what I'm making? Like, in the video game here, just getting my optimal pair-ups and, making people like each other and stuff. That's all that's going on here. With a little bit of persuasion. Oh, the 3D printer. A dragon. I don't have anyone here to showcase. I have one at work, and I gave 2 away. But that is the form of a dragon. It's gonna be articulated, so it can move around and stuff. It's not gonna be just one piece. So that's a... Yeah, I don't care about you playing God of Matchmaking. Just want to know what's being printed. Right there. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I'll show it when it's done here. And then, whoops. I was gonna do this. That was what I did before. This is what it was. Alright, yeah, I don't care, honestly. It's left in high spirits. Sweet. Alright, ready for reading sim? Here we go. So it begins. Oh, this one we saw, so I can skip that. Oh boy. Here come a bazillion support conversations. Stuff. Now my character sure isn't. I'm just supporting with Leo. It's just getting everyone else paired up and stuff. Now that's a tasty apple. I had a really awesome apple like 3 months ago that I put the seeds of in my fridge for the past 3 months to cold stratify them to convince them that it's winter and increase the chance that they sprout. And they just sprouted for me a few days ago. And it was this really cool apple that had red skin and red flesh, and it was really delicious and is hardy enough to grow here. I don't know what yard it came from, but it came from my Oma's neighbor's friend's place, apparently. It was my Oma's neighbor that gave it to me. And now I have 3 of those little sprouts. And I have a green apple sprout that I don't know the species name of. I think I saw the tag of that. That one was actually called Prairie Sensation, I believe. But the red one, I don't know what species it is. But it was hella awesome. And now I'm growing my own little apple trees. Is what that's reminding me of. And I brought them and showed them on stream last night with Scarlet and Violet. But right now it's during the day, so I want them to get light. Ripened to perfection, brimming with juice. That's the way I like it. Huh? It's weird. I'm positive I only packed 1 apple today. So why am I seeing double? My apologies. I thought this was what you wanted. Kaze? Or Kyle? I don't know. Why the blazes did you get here? Though I am but a lowly ninja, I'm trained to move swiftly and silently. You appeared to enjoy apples, so I brought you another one. So that's it. Thanks, I guess. Wait, are you still trying to pay me back for that faceless thing? Yes. Which I don't even remember because it's been a hot second since playing this game. I'm afraid however juicy an apple I find for you, when weighed against a life, it will always be lacking. My debt has yet to be repaid. No, except it has. I'm telling you that you're free. I release you. We're fine. If only it were that simple. Take care, Silas. Suit yourself. This is some mighty fine soup, and surprisingly filling. And this music is not fitting for this scenario, but I've barely made a dent in the bowl. I already feel like I've eaten a full meal. Gotta get the recipe for this stuff. No soup is this filling. Kyle. But did you detect me? Are you kidding me? You've been secretly filling my bowl this whole time? How? My sincere apologies. I meant well. I can't believe this. Please believe me when I say I don't need anything more from you. It's okay, really. It's starting to creep me out. Well, they reached B. Azura and Leo. Goodness, you all sounded so lovely today. I'll see you again soon. Who were those children you were singing with? Leo, shame on you. You know it's not polite to spy on people. Please accept my apologies. I didn't want this singing to end. You looked so content. Are you alright, Leo? You seem upset. Yes, to be honest, something is troubling me. Your time in Hashida was much happier than your time in Noor. Leo, Noor was a dark place for me. The Hashidans were kind. I've heard stories about the way my father's servants and mistresses treated you. I imagine you must hate Norians. Wounds inflicted at a young age always leave scars. That may be true, but I don't hate anyone. After all, there are kind people in Nor, too. Can I adjust the music volume just slightly here? No. No. Maybe something like that. I'm allergic to adjusting the music volume, unfortunately. You taught me that. I did. Thank you, but I'm a little surprised. I thought you must despise us. I'm so glad to hear you do not. Of course I don't despise you. Now, please excuse me. I'm needed elsewhere. Support level B, Camilla and Selena. Lady Camilla, why do you decide to take me on as your retainer? I confess, I had my doubts at first. Even though my father introduced us, I was hesitant, as I knew nothing about you. Yeah, makes sense. But I have a weakness for lovely girls, so I warmed to the idea quickly enough. I don't know how lovely I am next to you, though. That was not your only qualification. I saw you fight the Academy's finest and win. But above all else, I appreciate your devotion to me. I would never dream of questioning you, Lady Camilla. I consider myself blessed to have such a darling, powerful, and obedient retainer. I hope to keep you among my retinue for a long time to come. Well, how about that? Hypothetically speaking, if I really needed to get back to my homeland someday, would you be sad to see me go? You know I would. I would cry until I had no more tears left to mourn with. But in the unlikely event such a thing would come to pass, I would also consider cutting off your legs so that you could not leave me. You're joking, right? Would I ever do something so dreadful to you, my adorable girl? Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so 2 days ago, Twitch heavily lightened their sexual content policy. And then yesterday, they were like, never mind. Why are we laughing? I guess I'm not 3D printing a dick today after all. Sad days. Haruka, do you recall the circumstances of our first meeting? Instead, now I'm just printing a lame dragon. Please, don't remind me. You kept repeating something over and over. I can't return until you're dead. You reminded me of a doll whose wind-up mechanism had broken. My orders at the time were to kill you. Oh, I remember full well. I warned you not to attempt it, but you were miles away, mentally. For an assassin, the mission is everything. To abandon it is unthinkable. Yeah, that's basically what it was. Yet you didn't kill me. No, but only because you hired me on the spot. Becoming your new employer was the only way I could see to save you from yourself. I wasn't saved. I only took a better offer. Is that still how you feel about me? I'm a generous paymaster and nothing more. It's hard to say. But our professional relationship is what keeps me at your side. In that case, if another patron were to offer you an even greater sum, would you accept a contract on me if you were so ordered? I might. Oh dear. But I would need more than money from any new master. I would also have to trust her more than I trust you. Ah, well, that is something of a relief. Support level B. Who's next? Oh yeah, Charlotte was my Dark Knight right now. Ha! It seems Prince Xander is working on his swordsmanship today. I still can't believe I found a man who can resist my charm. I suppose it's unsurprising. He is Norian royalty after all. An intimidating man. Snap out of it, Charlotte. Just go apologize to him and be faceless over there. They're heading for Prince Xander. My lord, look out. What is this music that we're listening to right this time? Oh, a Gabok Arena cover of Cent Omnia region from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. The Aurora Shell theme. It is a pretty good theme. That was close. Thanks for the aid, Charlotte. Maybe this isn't the best playlist. Maybe we should go with like our lo-fi playlist or something like that. Might be a lot more chill. You know, maybe I should switch playlists over. I do quite like this theme. I do quite like this cover of this theme. But it's just not the fitting for all these conversations. Along with many of the other themes here. We can listen to this and then we can change over to the lo-fi playlist. Is maybe what we'll do. Yeah, let's do that next. But I do want to let this cover play out because it is awesome. I only did what I had to. I'm surprised though. I saw you defeat a faceless with only your fists. I Unarmed brawling is probably one of my best skills. If that's true, why do you fight with a weapon? I don't think such a talent would be all that appealing to the men. You seem so concerned with how others see you. Why? I'm sure you'd have just as many admirers if you hid less from the world. It's nice of you to say such a thing, but not everyone shares your mindset. And I've experienced personally being rejected for showing my real self. Charlotte. I was born into a family of peasants. We had very, very little. I always dreamed of the vast riches the nobility possessed. That's why I'm so concerned with how men see me. My dream to find my way into that life. I won't let anything stand in my way. You're pretty honest once you drop the act. I apologize for disrupting the army, but I also won't change how I act. If that's not acceptable, I can depart at first light tomorrow. There's no need to adjust your behavior. What? Behave within reason. I don't want to read any more odd reports. Do that, and you may do whatever it is you call what you do. Really? Thank you, Prince Xander. There we go. Alright, Xander also has some other people he wants to chat with. Is that you, Kyle? Yes, Prince Xander. I apologize for not seeing you sooner. I was training. You need never apologize for training, as doing so benefits us all. I admire your dedication. Thank you, my lord. It's a funny thing, fighting at your side. When we first met, I never would have dreamed it possible. I feel the same. Fate is a tempest that leads us down the most unexpected of paths. True. Say, do you remember our first meeting, when I was captured and taken to Nor? I was prepared to die, right in front of you, and expected it fully. Yet, I live on, somehow. I am very thankful for that. You too, and it is all thanks to Harmonia and Leo. If you wish to express your gratitude, you ought to tell them. Perhaps. But you cooperate with them as well. You do not have to even do even that. It may have meant your life, after all. You deserve my gratitude as well. It was what Harmonia desired. And even as your enemy, I knew it would have been a waste. A waste. Yes. I watched you fight, remember? You moved gracefully, even when wounded. I felt that if you had joined our army, you would have been a tremendous asset. To murder you on the palace floor like a dog would have been dishonorable. It is a great honor to be held in such esteem by one of your position. Thank you very much for the compliment. There is still much we could learn from each other, I think. I believe it would be beneficial for us to fight side by side on the battlefield. Is this agreeable to you? Of course. I look forward to it, Prince Xander. As do I. Nice. There's a friendship with Laszlo. Hello, Prince Xander. How is my lord doing today? Not well, I'm afraid. I suspected as much, but I'm still sorry to hear it. What troubles you, my lord? I've had complaints of a royal retainer hitting on the women in town. Some of whom were even in the presence of their spouses at the time. Oh? Do you know the identity of this gorgeous fiend, my lord? It was you, Laszlo. Ah, indeed. Once again, your powers of deduction astound me, my lord. Oh yeah, I was gonna change over the playlist to like the lo-fi tunes, which this counts as a lo-fi tune of anyway. But here, let's put this on shuffle. And I'll just link both these playlists in the description, is what I'll do, most likely. Yeah. Let's get some chill lo-fi tunes. That's not the worst of it. I received yet another report only this morning. Royal retainer apprehended by town watch after engagement in tavern melee. Witnesses report he joined the fight in an attempt to impress a local barmaid. What possesses you to do such things? The full moon, perhaps? This is no laughing matter, my friend. Laszlo, do you remember the day we met? Of course. I'll never forget how shocked everyone in court was on that day. Selena and I might as well have appeared out of thin air, judging by their reactions. Nobles never expect mere commoners to make names for themselves in court. And they were only further surprised when my father appointed you as my retainer. While my father chose you, I felt I had to test you myself. Do you recall our duel? Once we began, I found myself taken aback by your strength. Your techniques were flawless. At one point, I knew you were merely playing with me. Though I eventually gained the upper hand, I truly feared I might lose the match. You did? You never told me that. I never seen someone like you before. You came from nowhere and possess such incredible power. I imagined you to be a person of great fortitude and discipline. It saddens me to know you are nothing more than a lowly womanizer. How you became so strong when you spend all your time chasing girls is beyond me. Ha! It's a gift, I suppose. Though you continue to disgrace yourself, I won't abandon a trusted retainer. Still, I'm obliged to take responsibility for any trouble you cause. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your support. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some training to do. Hold, we aren't done here. I'm putting you under house arrest. What? Some harmless flirting and that friendly little scrap? For some time, you will be forbidden from leaving camp unescorted. In fact, whenever you're not performing your duties, you will remain in my chamber. It's absurd! I'm a grown man! Do you mean to disobey me? No, my lord. I've no wish to part with my flesh. Good. Then it's settled. Yes, my lord. Support level C. Alright, Leo and Odin. Odin. Yes, my lord? Have you a new task for me? Perhaps a forbidden object to recover, or the destruction of an ancient foe? Not exactly, no. Oh? Then what do you require of me? It's about your gardening of the supply lines. I heard there was an incident. Ah, yes, I remember it well. An enemy raiding party came upon us at dawn. They swept over the hill like a crimson tide, but at the last moment I struck. Blinded by the radiance of my magic's light, they broke off with their charge. And as they regrouped, I put them down, one by one. Pow, one down, boom, another, until all will return to the unforgiving soil. Well, I might be embellishing. There was a small attack, but it was no big deal. That isn't what I heard. I heard the enemy cornered you, but you triumphed. Perhaps not quite alone, and not in such a heroic fashion. Still, you prevailed. Our people credit you with the fact they still draw breath at all. You did well, Odin. You have my gratitude. Your words do far more than honor. Well, do far more honor than I deserve. No, they do far too little. There's no one I count on more than you. I very much look forward to your continued service, but we will talk more of this later. There are, unfortunately, urgent matters I must attend to. You are dismissed. My lord! Yes, Odin? Was that all? Yes, I believe that will do. I see. I guess I'll be off then. That was odd. He looked so dissatisfied. I wonder what that was about. He's not the sort to crave rewards. I guess we'll find out in the coming supports here. I'm gonna dry my throat out so much with this section of the playthrough, dear God. Also, I missed this by 7 minutes now, it looks like, but good to see we are still calling him Kyle. Yep.
Perry? Oh, hi, Felicia. Do you need something? Were you joking the other day? About what? About cutting up your servants when they make mistakes. When they made mistakes. That was an exaggeration to scare me into doing a better job, right? Nope, that really happened. I sliced them up and danced around in the fountain of blood. Whee! But who cares about that? I want tea. Can you do me a favor and bring me a cup? Might I substitute a plate of cookies? I don't want cookies. I want tea. My apologies. We're out of tea for today. Huh? But there's a tea set on the table over there. Oh, that's... It's broken. Really? Okay, I'll take some cookies then. Again, I'm very sorry. I'll just leave these cookies here for you.
Yeah, Perry's pretty scary. And let me just double check my sheet, make sure I didn't misclick in the thingamabob, that's what I was going for the crazy 10 in the thingamabob. Yep, that's what I was going for. To get kind of that sick 10 skill MSM. Alright, you ready for some romance? You know, if the new Twitch policies as of 2 days ago had, like, stayed in place, this would have been the perfect thing to stream after that point. Just like, oh, Twitch has greatly lightened its sexual content policy. Time to play the game where we get the characters to fucking. But now they've rolled back those changes, but still, that's what we're doing here today. Hi there, Baruka. Laszlo, do you need something? I've enjoyed going on these tea dates with you, Baruka. I'm usually the one doing the inviting, but it's actually nice to change things up.
They are not tea dates, Laszlo. We're just sharing information. But you are enjoying yourself, aren't you? I ask because, well, I was hoping we could officially make these into dates because my goodness, the amount of skill MSM it will give Laszlo's daughter. I don't understand. I think I'm in love with you, Baruka. I'd really like for us to become something more. Why? What do you mean, why? There are so many women you could choose from. Why me?
Well, because I crunched the numbers is why.
You mean so many women that I've had tea with? That's something of a misunderstanding, really. It's true that I approach a lot of girls, but honestly, I get harshly rejected more often than not. Those women are surprisingly foolish. They must have poor taste in men. Thank you, Baruka. You're one of the few to sympathize with me. That is why I think I love you. When I first met you, I thought that you were just a cold-hearted person. But looking at you now, oh dear God, that forced its way out. I can see warmth hiding behind your eyes. It really makes you incredibly appealing to me. Laszlo, I know that if we were together, I would love you for the rest of my life. What do you say? Yes, but on one condition. Yeah, you've made me so happy. But what is the condition? I realize that whenever I've gone out, everyone in the restaurant is smiling. They all look like they're having such a good time. I've never let myself have that. I'd like to have that with you. I'd like to have that with you. I'd like for us to do all the coupley things. Oh, Baruka, of course. We'll go on so many dates that we may run out of ideas. Yeah, Laszlo's not great disclosing that he flirts as a coping mechanism. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops, I don't need to back up completely. I'm not gonna go do the paralog right now. I'm not out of my mind. Selena, what do you want, Kyle? If my intuition is correct. Yes? You're hiding something from everyone, aren't you? What are you talking about? Perhaps not everyone. 2 others know your secret, do they not? Like you, they also serve the Norian royal family. Also like you, their origins are shrouded in mystery and rumor. Almost like they came from a completely different video game. You're going to waste my entire day with all this wild speculation? It's true, I don't have any proof. If I am mistaken, I apologize. But I'm not mistaken, am I, Selena? What would it matter if you weren't? Are you saying I'm untrustworthy? No, I understand that many people do not like to talk about their past. I myself am no exception. Kyle. Besides, I have fought at your side enough to know you are not traitorous. You love your friends and would risk your life to accomplish your mission. I see. Thank you. We all have secrets. I simply wanted to advise you to be more discreet. To say that I am very glad to call myself your ally. Alright. Thank you, Kyle. But don't go thinking this is blah, 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 blah. Don't go thinking this makes us friends. Charming as always. Man, the Awakening kids are traumatized on so many levels. Yeah. Yeah, they've kind of dealt with a whole lot, haven't they? Now they deal with a whole lot in this adventure. Jacob. What? Oh, hello, Nyx. You shouldn't be wandering around by yourself, you know. The enemy could attack at any time. Even after telling you of my power, you insist on treating me like I'm helpless. It's difficult to see you any other way, even though I know better. Also, we've had a lot of Zelda mixes. This is on shuffle, right? Gosh dang, I clicked shuffle and it disabled the shuffle. I do like the Zelda mixes, but let's get some actual mix, some shuffle in the playlist here. It's difficult to see you any other way, even though I know better. I will forever look like this, though, so you best get used to it. I have, just as I've gotten used to people calling me a monster to my face. I can do the tick sound in an actual conversation, but when I'm reading it out, I just can't. I don't know why. Who cares what they say? Don't misunderstand me. I could not care less what they say. It's actually convenient for me if they avoid me. You like being treated that way. Doesn't make any sense. When I was younger, I did many evil, vile things. I earned the title of monster. As punishment for my horrible actions, I was cursed with this form for all my life. But after punishment comes atonement. I must atone for the evil things that I did. And Interesting. Well, what are these sins you are guilty of committing? Perhaps some other time. That's fine, I suppose. What are you doing to atone for all these unnamed sins? I refuse to get involved with people, at least no more than in passing. I believe that cutting all ties with people will help me. If I don't, I risk waking the monster inside me once more. So, really, you're just punishing yourself on top of your magical punishment. Jeez, in some ways your young appearance is very appropriate for you. You may be right about that. You should only cast aside those who won't accept you for who you are. Avoiding everyone only punishes you further. That's a good way of looking at things. Good guy Jacob is. And yeah, I guess that is basically what Grima will do to a person. Alright, just a few more to go here. And then I go and queue some more up. Hail, friend. Our last sparring match was quite something. Your sacred dance of the Mystic Blade was quite impressive. Perhaps we should begin charging others to watch the spectacle. I could even get costumes. What do you think, Laszlo of the Azure Skies? Laszlo of the Azure Skies. Are you displeased with your epithet? Epithet. Whatever. I shall ponder another then. But first, I must away to my chamber of nominal contemplations. No, that's not it. Something just struck me all of a sudden. The name Laszlo. It's so familiar now. Makes sense. It's been a long time since you've answered to another name. The same goes for Selena and myself. Hard to fathom, isn't it? You were hopeless at first, always saying our old names. Yet you seem to keep track of all those weapon and attack names, no problem. Any reason these ones tripped you up? Hey, it was the first name I'd ever actually had. It was the first time I'd ever had to change my name. I eventually learned. After all, if someone had heard me slip up, it would have aroused suspicion. Also, there really is no reason that they needed to change their names in another universe, but I feel like it really was just to be, hey, here's the same characters under some different names for the fun of it when they brought them over to this game. But, and not to be as point blank, this directly is the Awakening characters used over again, is what I feel like it honestly was, just for the sake of the player side. Instead of just the players being like, oh look, they literally took the 3 characters. That's more of a surprise for, wait a second, are these some of the same characters? It wouldn't have aroused suspicion when these are literally different universes, but what do I know? It would risk us losing our positions as retainers. Our mission was at stake. Hide from the spies of Anankos, but they... Oh yeah, they mentioned something like that. Where it's like, when they came over to this universe, there are some Anankos spies that would... I'll play... There is a DLC, like 2 chapters that get into that a little bit. I'll play it here eventually, probably during the Revelations playthrough, and it'll mention a bit about it, but yeah, it's odd. Couldn't risk us losing our positions as retainers. Our mission was at stake. I must remain close to these people. So, yes, I eventually learned. It pains me to this day to know we flay our identities so carelessly. I assure you, whatever name we go by, our identities are as true as ever. It does feel strange, however, hiding these things from the others. Lord Xander and Lord Leo are good people. It's sad knowing we will have to part ways. Yes, this is almost enough to tempt one into staying, is it not? Yes, almost. Odin, what are we doing? We should not be making friends with these people. It will only make leaving harder, and it will be hard enough as it is. What's this? Sadness. What happened to that iron resolve of yours? It's fine. I'm not sad. It's been on my mind lately. I got hitched like 5 minutes ago. Anyway, it's your fault for getting so serious all of a sudden. Do not blame me for your own failing of courage, Laszlo of the Azure Skies. I'm not blaming you, Odin. Perish the thought. I'm just saying you are being all mopey. I felt I had to commiserate. Also, this one's Snivy's mix. This has got to be a Snivy's mix we're listening to right now. It's so not fitting for this conversation. Yeah, Undula Town's Summer. Snivy's mix. Snivy's, when are you gonna play Mario Party against me? Mopey. Do you wish to start something? I'll have you know this tome here contains a forbidden technique. It will turn your insides squishy and set your body aflame. Ugh. I bet it doubles your lame factor too. Shall we test it out? Wait, what's that say? Book of Dark Spell Names. No, stop! Give it back! That's supposed to set me aflame? Curious, very curious.
have to look so smug all the time? Come on. Though I guess it's better than all the grimacing you were doing earlier. It's like old times again, eh? Seems to be happening a lot lately. I suppose it is. Except... Never mind. It's nothing. Look at the time. We should get going before we miss the War Council. Oh, you're right. Let's hurry. Well, that's at B. Yeah, Laszlo, you're alright from a lost timeline. You've been an outsider. Yeah, so they've been to 3 different worlds. The lost future, the past, and then another universe here. My goodness. Oh, hey, Laszlo. Stop right there, Keaton. Huh? Why? You know why. You're gonna try to show me one of your treasures, aren't you? Yeah. Ha. Classic Laszlo. Yeah, you nailed it. Stop. Don't you dare! What? How am I gonna show you my treasure? I don't want to see your treasure. Last time you showed me one, it was a giant bug. A giant poisonous bug. Those boils didn't heal for a week. Yeah, your face was so disgusting. That was the best. No, it most certainly was not. Huh? Where'd my treasure go? Oh, it must have escaped. I knew it. It was another bug, wasn't it? Wait, it's flying right at me! You know what this is reminding me of? That one meme clip online where the guy's going up to the closed gas station that's being run by this friend of his and knocks on the door and the guy lets him in. I forget what the guy's name is, but let's just say it's Jimmy or something like that. My brain is probably giving me false memories here, but it's like, hey Jimmy, look at this cool moth that I have. Yo, get that shit out of here. Oh, there it goes. You fucker. As this moth is let loose in this building. Isn't it cool? Yeah, it's cool. Now get it out of here, man. That's what this situation is right now. Please stay away, bug. God's not again. Yeah, that. That's what's going on here with Laszlo and Keaton. Ah! I'd love to see someone edit Laszlo over that guy in the gas station now. Oh, Laszlo, you're such a kidder. Did I do it? Did I do all the ones for now? Nope. Still quite a bit of a list to go through here. Still down in the mouth, I see. Just go away, Niles. This wouldn't happen to be the orb you were searching for, would it?
What the? That's it. Holy heck, where'd you find it?
Crossed paths with a certain bandit who had it on him.
Bandit, huh? So you were right, it did get stolen. But how do you convince him to give it back?
I was part of a gang of thieves once. I still have some connections I can tap. Lucky for you, it fell into the hands of a thief who owed me one. So I got it back for you without much fuss.
Wow, this means so much to me.
Anything to make you less boring.
I'm too happy to care why you did it. Thank you, Niles. Seeing this ball again takes me back to those festival days.
A festival? Now you've got my interest.
Yep, we'd put up a great big pedestal in the village square and place the ball on top. Then we'd all get in a big circle and dance around it.
Sounds like quite the production.
Those were the good days. Hey, you want to give it a try?
Can you be more specific?
Let's you and me bop around the village square for old time's sake.
Oh, no.
Hey, don't knock it before you try it. You and me are pals now. I'm sure the Harvest God wants to see you dance too.
Alright, now one with Arthur here. Whatever theme is playing right now, it's really quiet. Oh, and it just ended. Okay, on to the next one. I'm probably going to regret this, but I have to ask you something, Niles. Oh, how brave of you to walk into the lion's den alone. What's up? I've heard that a large number of thieves in the area are coordinating a heist. Tell me straight, are you in on the plan? Oh, wait, you're serious. Even if I were in on this plan, why the devil would I tell you? 'Cause justice? Look, I know that you were associated with some of these thieves in the past. So what? That doesn't make me guilty. Well, not necessarily, I suppose. You've given me an idea. Perhaps I will join up with this band of merry thieves. Oh, you can't be serious. Maybe I am. What are you going to do about it? This is suspicious. Wait, you're actually serious. Well, joking about crime is a well-known defense technique. Because if you joke about it, surely you wouldn't actually do it, right? Oh, thought you could outthink Arthur, did you, evildoer? Your logic is breathtakingly stupid. Is it? Darn, I did just kind of make that up. Yep, it was obvious. Well, you can make fun of me all you want. But if you're hiding something, you better tell me now. See you later, Arthur. Lost. Alright, I'm starting to get a little bit lightheaded with all this talking of spreadsheet and this talk here. I think once we're done with this set of supports, I'm gonna take like a drink and food brief break and then come back. That's what I'm probably gonna do. Greetings, Benny. What's troubling you, my friend? Surely it's not your intention to sulk over here away from the group, correct? Fine. Nonsense. Come, let's go join our comrades in arms. Yeah, just the better long-term thing to do here. No, it's quite alright. I'll just frighten them if I go over there. Frighten our friends? However so. It's this face of mine. It's no big deal. I'm used to it. It's been this way for a long time. To think you've been feeling isolated all this time. But that's all in the past now. I, Arthur, do hereby resolve to fix this little problem for you. You really think that's possible? Of course. There's nothing that can't be accomplished if one tries hard enough. Now, let's see here. Yes, I've devised a plan. Let us both put on our biggest smile and go join the group together. Then we shall say, how was everybody doing on this fine day? To which they will inquire about your newfound peppiness. That's when you'll tell them, this is the real me. Understood? It's a simple request in theory. However, I'm not sure. Fret not. I'm not saying this one gesture will solve everything all at once. However, it's important to take these things one step at a time. Are you ready? I suppose. I have a bad feeling about this. Guess we'll find out how that goes next time here. Effie and Keaton. For lots of strength, Valoria. Effie, what are you doing? Oh, hello, Keaton. Just a little light exercise. That's a whole tree trunk you're lifting. How are you doing that? Simple. I just train hard and make sure to eat right. You know, plenty of red meat and raw eggs. That's weird. I eat tons of red meat and as many eggs as I can find. But I could never lift anything like that. Oh, you're just being modest. Here, catch. Me help! Looking good, Keaton. Feel the burn. You don't understand. It's literally killing me. Please, take it from me. Oh, all right. Is that better? I thought I was done for. Please don't take this the wrong way, Keaton. But you need to build some muscle. What to lift a tree? Not to worry though. I can design a custom workout plan for you. Gee, Effie, that'd be great. Well, so I wasn't sure what tone to give to Keaton at first, but I think I've settled on a tone that I should give him, and I'm imagining in the back of my head Raiden from Metal Gear Rising is what I imagine would be a fitting tone for Keaton, you know? So if I just try to do something close to that, I don't know.
Hey, Selena, you know what? I'm a pretty good cook, too.
Is that a challenge? You don't know what food tastes like till you've had my cooking. I'm not letting a selfish crybaby killer beat me in a cook-off.
A cook-off? Great idea. You know I'll win, right? Can you handle that?
Chance, I'm taking you down.
Let's get started.
How did this happen?
Hi. What did you think? My cooking's pretty yummy, huh?
Ah!
Don't just groan about it. I want to hear what you think. Is it yummy? Gross? Tell me.
Will you stop pestering me for 5 seconds so I can get a word in edgewise? I was just about to tell you what I thought.
Yay, this is so exciting.
Your cooking was...
Yes? Was what?
It's better than mine, but only by a hair.
Yes, I win again.
Psycho, keep beating me.
Aren't you going to make your funny crying face this time?
Mind your own business. I'm not faking it. These are real tears. I hate everything about this. Alright, that's this whole round of supports. Which means I need to save and make sure before I make a mistake again that this loads that instance of the save now. Open file. And yeah, so it should be set to this. These are the backups that it creates every time I do a thing. And let me just make sure. Like, I should be at B with, Leo. If the thing opens. Okay, it is still opening on this window. It just took a hot second. Let me just double check with... Yeah, I'm at B with Leo. So this should be the right save now. It should well be here. So, yeah. We good. But for now, I can do this. My throat is hurting. I want something to drink. I've been streaming for the past 2.5 hours just talking nonstop and doing, like, no actual gameplay. I'm going to take up a quick BRB break just to grab something to drink and probably grab a little bit of a bite to eat because it's about 3 o'clock and I've only had breakfast today. So I wouldn't mind grabbing a quick bite. So I'll be back shortly and I'll just leave it on the BRB screen with the music and the 3D printing. I'll be back shortly.